Yo, yo, yo. I can't walk. I don't have some cool intro, so let's just get to the start of the show. I've lived in the state of Florida for the past 35 years.
Old as fuck.
As far as the weather's concerned, I thought I knew what to expect annually during the first 25 years I've been living down here for the most part. Temperatures would range anywhere between cool and warm from November to about mid-March. Mid-March to May would be hot but reasonably manageable by Floridian standards. Historically, June through September has always felt like we were burning in hell for sins we committed in fucking high school.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
Nature would have mercy on us in October, where it would cool down around Halloween, give or take a week, so we can repeat the cycle all over again the following year. Unfortunately, the weather has changed for the worst over the past 10 years. The cycle relatively stayed the same, but November to March is much warmer now. Our only saving grace are cold fronts from up north to cool things down for a couple of days once or maybe twice a month during this stretch.
Thank you!
Now from mid-March to May, Florida feels like it's burning in hell. In the past around 3 to 4 p.m., it would rain every day like clockwork during July and August, giving us a break from the heat for a couple of hours. When it was done raining, it would leave the air feeling very damp, muggy, and even more humid, which would make your skin both sweaty and sticky. The rain would also give birth to swarms of mosquitoes to annoy you and your loved ones for the remainder of the evening.
Can I come in there with you? There's light in there.
No, go away.
Can I please come in? You have juice and I want to sit in it.
Shoo, get lost.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, Chris, close the door. There's
Oh, it's much nicer in here. I'm gonna float around for a while, then stick my needle in your shoulder fat while you sleep.
When it has rained this summer, it only lasts for about a half hour, so now it feels like Satan's introduced us to an even hotter section of hell that no other generation has experienced before. With all that being said, do I believe in climate change?
Yes!
Did I make this video in an attempt to persuade climate change deniers that this shit is real?
No!
I made this video so I can bitch about how fucking hot it is outside. Other people who are way smarter than me have tried to persuade deniers that this shit is real and failed miserably no matter how much they tried to simplify the message.
Safety glasses on. By the end of this century, if emissions keep rising, the average temperature on Earth could go up another 4 to 8 degrees. What I'm saying is the planet's on fucking fire. There are a lot of things we could do to put it out. Are any of them free? No, of course not. Nothing's free, you idiots. Grow the fuck up. You're not children anymore. I didn't mind explaining photosynthesis to you when you were 12, but you're adults now, and this is an actual crisis. Got it? Safety glasses off, motherfuckers.
I have nothing to say to or about people who deny climate change because
It doesn't matter!
if they believe in it or not, and I'll explain why before the end of this video. In some ways, I actually envy climate change deniers because if history's taught me anything, it's that
Ignorance is bliss.
So my problem is I can't ignore the fact that UPS drivers are passing out and even dying on the job from heat exhaustion because their trucks have no air conditioning.
What kind of shit is that?
Places like Boise, Idaho should never have to experience temperatures in triple digits, but they are right now.
Tragic.
It's so hot outside, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who'd rather choose to stay home and fuck their partner with the AC on blast than go to the beach. With that being said, I can totally see this type of heat play a contributing factor in breaking up a bunch of couples this summer for sure.
How come you don't hold me when we finish making love? Because it's hot! Move! Get off me! Get off me!
This heat wave's breaking records all across the world, lynching the fuck out of everybody's pockets and cooling costs right now, most notably mine.
I'm broke, nigga! I'm broke!
But I can't say the public has never been warned that this type of weather was coming because they've been talking about climate change for my entire life. I remember
A long time ago.
Al Gore ran for president in the late 90s using his campaign trail to bring awareness to the dangers of climate change. The problem with that approach was Al Gore's a very
Boring
motherfucker that no one paid any attention to because they were too busy passing judgment on Bill Clinton, who had just got caught getting his dick sucked in the Oval Office at the time. Despite being one one of the dullest politicians of my lifetime, Al Gore continued its climate change crusade through the 2000s, but was overshadowed by events like 9/11 and the recession. Other than maybe Bill Nye the Science Guy, there might have been other famous advocates for climate change awareness back then, but I wasn't paying attention to any of them.
Because you're a dumbass.
Fast forward to 2019 and Greta Thunberg makes a couple of speeches that captured the hearts of
Millions.
people worldwide, inspiring them to give more of a fuck about the planet for a little more than what felt like 15 minutes. When I first heard of the speeches, I was initially impressed because I thought Greta was a child at the time. I remember watching this shit thinking, damn, this is the smartest 9-year-old girl I've ever seen in my life. I was very disappointed when I found out Greta was 16 at the time because she was clearly reading those impassioned speeches she gave. Then I saw a video that made me realize that without a script, Greta Thunberg might not be as smart as I thought she was.
I think... I'm sorry, what was the first question?
What's the message you would like to send to our leaders by doing what you are doing?
I think what we want to send is... The message we want to send is to say that we have had enough. And anyone else wants to answer that question? I can't speak on behalf of everyone.
Anyone wants to answer about the message to world leaders?
I think maybe you should give some questions to the others as well.
Yeah.
After watching that, it seems to me if Greta were to get on TV to give a speech in her own words, that shit would be short as hell.
And now the weather forecast with Greta Thunberg.
Hot!
That was the weather with Greta Thunberg.
So then I thought to myself, if someone else is writing Greta's material for her, then I have to ask,
what does this other guy look like that you're the face of the operation? I assume he's like a sweaty Orthodox Jew eating a pastrami sandwich.
I'm just saying, if I was writing those speeches, I would want to have a cuter girl than Greta Thunberg reading my shit. Personally, I think the message her organization's trying to send,
the only way to avoid future suffering is to suffer right now,
would be way more effective and better received if they just hired one of the many girls who get rejected for those teen shows on Nickelodeon.
Honey, where are you off to? To the car wash to raise money for our new soccer uniforms.
Okay, have fun. Nickelodeon. Casually ask your daughter what that girl's name is, then take your laptop into the bathroom.
But then I thought, even if environmentalist groups did get a more attractive and effective spokesperson to deliver their message, what do they really think the public can do about this crisis? 8 months ago, Bill Nye the Science Guy told CNN that a doomsday glacier was melting in Antarctica, and when it drops, the ripple effect could drastically change our world as we know it. He doesn't know exactly when it's gonna happen, so when he told the people that rule the world about it, they told him,
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
And then the guy who owns all the coal on Earth asked everyone else in the room,
Hey, who mans is this?
Get the fuck out of here.
That was the exact moment when I realized we're all gonna die.
And there is nothing you can do to stop it.
Because the guy who owns all the coal on Earth has the real power to end climate change, but he refuses to do it.
Why?
If scientists did find an alternative source of energy that has
absolutely nothing
to do with coal, that means the guy who owns all of it would eventually become poor like the rest of us, and he refuses to let some shit like that happen. Instead, this evil son of a bitch would rather kill the planet than find another way to pay for his luxury yachts, high-priced hookers, and designer drugs.
Boots and hoes, I gotta have me my boots and hoes, boots and hoes, I gotta have me my boots and hoes.
In your heart of hearts, do you really think the guy who owns all the coal on Earth is just gonna die along with the rest of us on Judgment Day?
I don't think so, Tim.
When the world gets so fucked up that it becomes too unsafe to live here, that bitch-ass nigga's gonna leave us all behind on that spaceship to Mars with Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos.
Mars, Red Rocks, yay, yay!
There's way too much coal on Earth for the guy who owns all of it to just stop making money from it, so society's doomed in my opinion. The public doesn't make the situation any better either. People couldn't agree on wearing masks during COVID, so how the fuck are we gonna adjust to a new way of life if alternative energy use calls for us to do so? Comedian Bill Burr made an observation back in 2016 that resonated with me over the years since I heard him say it.
The thing that concerned me the most in sports was I watched Cleveland play a home game in November and it was 71 degrees out and the pitchers were sweating and all that. No, that's not a good thing, people. This is the golden age of global warming. So take it in, stick your arm out the window before the hellfires come.
Well, if this isn't hellfire, it's gotta be at least fireballs from heaven because it's hotter than a motherfucker outside.
Brian, spit on me. Oh, that's nice. Now tell me I'm scum.
How will that cool you off?
If this keeps up, I believe at some point our skin won't be able to handle direct sunlight anymore. When that happens, I already know Louis Vuitton and Gucci got some overly priced designer hazmat suits on standby for poor people to rob and kill each other over.
That's so very, very sad.
How come every time there's a crisis, they always ask poor people to make sacrifices to fix the problem?
What's up with that?
Greta Thunberg says climate change robbed her of her childhood.
Really? Really?
That permanent scowl on her face tells me that she probably never was gonna have a childhood worth saving anyway, so
It doesn't matter!
to me if her childhood was stolen. Greta Thunberg has a net worth of $1 million, so she can just buy that shit back.
I know that's right.
I think Al Gore, Greta Thunberg, and Bill Nye need to stop bitching at us about climate change because there's
Absolutely nothing!
that we can do about it until the people who rule the world make their own sacrifices in order to make whatever plans they have to save the planet work.
And that's the truth. With some cheese on it. Ain't no meatloaf between these buns.
Until you get the people who own coal, oil, and gas on the same page to make a genuine attempt to save what's left of this world, I suggest you
Shut the fuck up!
and just leave our broke asses to burn in hell on earth in peace because apparently that seems to be the fucking plan anyway.
And that's all I have to say about that.
If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, please subscribe, and tell me what you think in the comment section below.
Peace. I'm Audi 5000.
Those who wish to follow me, I welcome with my hand. Thank you for being a friend.
And those are my thoughts for this video. But then again, what do I know? I'm just an old crippled bastard. Ooh, 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 ooh. I ain't too proud to beg for your money, so like, share, and subscribe.